Yeah, you're very welcome here to Kenny Park in Athenry for the second round of the Galway Senior A Hurling Championship. It's Craughwell taking on Loughrea in this game. Both sides, of course, won their opening games and they're back in action today here in Kenny Park in Athenry. The Craughwell team first. They line out with Dara Gilligan in goal, a full back line of number 2, Gerard O'Halloran, number 17, Stephen Hines, and number 4, Tiernan Lean. The half-back line is number 5, Ryan Howley, number 6, James Graney, and number 7, Mark Monaghan. A midfield pairing of number 8, Sean Graney, and number 9, Thomas Monaghan. The half-forward line wearing number 20 is Thomas Hines, number 19, Stephen O'Halloran, and wearing number 12 is Patrick Monaghan. And the full-forward line, number 13 is Adrian Prendergast, 14 is Jamie Ryan, and 15 is Dean Callan. The Loughrea team in goals, number 1 is Garrod Loughnane, a full-back line of number 2, Shane Morgan, number 3, Paul Hubin, and number 4, Kieran Hanrahan. The half-back line, number 5, Caelan Killeen, he doesn't play, and he's replaced by number 20, that's Brian Keary. Number 6 is Sean Sweeney, and number 7 is Oisin Coyle. Midfield pairing of Ian Hanrahan and Johnny Cohn. The half-forward line, number 10, Neil Keary, 11, Joseph Mooney, and number 12, Tiernan Killeen. And the full forward line wearing number 13 is Martin McManus, number 14 is Jamie Ryan, and number 15 is Shane O'Brien. Of course, both of these sides coming in with victories in their opening rounds. Craughwell, they defeated Kilkenarn by 2-15 to 9 points in their opening round game, while Loughrea, Jamie Ryan free late in the game, saw them defeat Tommy Larkins by 118 to 117. Of course, this is the Senior A Championship, and the winners here will probably have one foot in the knockout stages. And of course, the second game coming up this evening as well will be live here in the streaming service. It's Turlockmore versus Clarenbridge. But the first one, it's Craughwell versus Loughrea we're looking forward to, and I'm delighted to be joined by Micheál Donoghue. And Micheál, looking ahead to this game, obviously both sides won their opening round game, so they're coming in full of confidence, I suppose, for this local derby.
Yeah, they are, Niall. As you mentioned, Loughrea having a 1-point victory over Tommy Larkins in the first round, and Craughwell having a fairly comprehensive victory over their neighbours Kilkenarn. So, as you said, whoever gets the win today, they'll have a strong foothold in the group. And, you know, two very evenly matched teams, very experienced teams, you know, have gotten to the latter stages of the competition in the last few years. And it'll be just interesting to see maybe some of the matchups, you know, who'll take Jamie Ryan from Loughrea, maybe young Tiernan Lean from Craughwell might get that job, so it'll be just interesting to see now how it goes.
Thomas Monaghan, of course, had a great season with Galway. He had a serious game as well for Craughwell. The last play against Kilkenarn was in really top form. He's a guy I'm sure that Loughrea will try to match, maybe with the likes of possibly Johnny Cohn there in the middle of the field.
Yeah, if you're going by it, it looks like that way. And as you said, Tom Monaghan had a brilliant club campaign last year and totally warranted his call back into Galway, and followed suit with a great campaign for Galway. Today up against a strong midfield pairing of Ian Hanrahan and Johnny Cohn as well. So look, there's a big breeze in Kenny Park. The pitch is looking absolutely perfect, but a big wind as we look out going from right to left down towards the scoreboard.
We're looking at the two teams out there. Obviously Loughrea, a lot of big powerful men in that Loughrea team. We've seen the likes of Sean Sweeney wearing the number 6 jersey, Martin McManus, the corner forward, really good the last day, turned into a big man as well. So a lot of capable players in that team as well.
Yeah, there is. They're physically a huge outfit, and as you said, they've bulked up a lot over the last few years, and it's just amazing how the whole club scene has changed, isn't it, over the last couple of years, and how gym programs and the SNCs become so important.
We're looking at a number of players who can't play today. I'm looking at Adam Clark from Craughwell. Obviously had a really good campaign last year. I think he did his cruciate during the week. He's out obviously for them for the year. The Loughrea side, I see Caelan Killeen as well, going around with a boot on as well. So unfortunate for those type of players, but the nature of this championship, there's games nearly week on week from now on, so it's going to be hard for players to get back in, isn't it?
No, it is, yeah, but you know, every club's experienced, and we're underway.
Yeah, we're underway. The first game here in Kenny Park in Athenry is underway, and it's Loughrea who come on the attack straight away. The ball is played back to Ian Hanrahan in the middle of the field wearing number 8. He sprays the ball right across the field to Johnny Cohn, his midfield partner, and Johnny Cohn goes for a score from out the field. Is it the opening score? It is the opening score. Good score by Johnny Cohn. Good start for Loughrea.
Yeah, they worked it well, and Johnny got it in a great score, as said, playing with the elements, so a good start for Loughrea.
Yeah, the puck out will come to the goalkeeper. That goalkeeper for Craughwell is Dara Gilligan. He pucks it to this side of the field. Loughrea have the wind advantage in this opening half. The ball breaks in the middle of the field. There's players on both sides battling for possession. It breaks towards Ryan Howley for Loughrea, or from Craughwell tries to go down that ball. It breaks, but Shane O'Brien is there from a Loughrea perspective. Tries to pull on that ball. He gets it forward towards Tiernan Killeen. Tiernan Killeen goes back the way. Of course, saw senior championship action with Galway this year. The under-20 player gets the ball back to Brian Keary, who has come in for Caelan Killeen. Brian Keary soloing forward. Brian Keary makes the space, and he opens up in front of him. Brian Keary is going right through the heart of the defence. He's got Jamie Ryan beside him. If he passes, this could be a goal chance. He goes for a score himself. That's a great score by Brian Keary. He'll be delighted with that, but Micheál, there was a goal chance on. Jamie Ryan was running beside him, but Keary put it over the bar himself. 2 points and no score.
Yeah, it was a good score, and they'll take it, but it just opened up for him. You know, he came right from midfield, down the middle of the Craughwell defence, got a good score, but maybe they'll look back and see that there was a great goal opportunity there for them.
2 points to no score. Loughrea come on the attack in with Tiernan Killeen. They've started impressively. The ball out to Joseph Mooney. Joseph Mooney across to Neil Keary. His brother scored the last point. Neil Keary judges this one to perfection. It goes over the bar beautifully. And inside the opening minute and a half, Loughrea have started really impressively. Neil Keary with the score, 3 points to no score.
Yeah, 3 good scores, and they worked it. The intricate play there was really good, and just keeping it simple, giving it to the fella in the better position, and Neil Keary scored it.
3 points to no score. Darragh Gilligan takes the puck out. He goes this side of the field, and the ball is going to break towards the Loughrea cornerback. That cornerback is Shane Morgan. Morgan loses possession. It's kicked forward by Thomas Monaghan, looking for Jamie Ryan to break through. There's a Jamie Ryan on both sides today, both wearing number 14s. The Craughwell man has won the free there, and this is a chance for them to get their opening score of the half. Niall Healy, of course, the free taker for Craughwell for many years, obviously not starting today. Thomas Monaghan will take the free. I think he's getting a bit of advice there from Shane Morgan as he's going over to hit it as well, but he was good on them the last day, and this is a scoring opportunity and a chance for Craughwell, Micheál, that they need to take.
Yeah, just they need to settle down. Loughrea, evident in the scoreboard with the 3 points, have started really well, but their half back line has been really dominant on the puck out as well, so Craughwell just need to score now to settle.
Tom Monaghan takes the free. He puts it between the posts. That's his first score of the day. It's his side's first score of the day. They'll be happy with that, of course. They're against the wind, and I suppose from a Craughwell percentage at this particular first half, Micheál, it's just to stay in the game really and to limit the scores, because you would anticipate that with that wind, Loughrea will have the advantage in this half. Yeah,
the breeze is really strong, whether it's evident on TV or not, but that breeze is worth 5 or 6 points.
Garage Loughnane takes the puck out. He goes to the far side of the field. Good long puck out by Garage Loughnane, looking for Martin McManus. The ball is broken though by Gerard O'Halloran out towards Shane O'Brien. Shane O'Brien picks out Martin McManus. He takes on his man again, and Loughrea taking on the Craughwell defence at every opportunity. McManus is going through. There's another goal chance played across the field to Joe Mooney. Mooney takes a shot in towards the goal. It's blocked. It didn't get through to the goalkeeper. It was a poor enough effort by Joseph Mooney, but the ball breaks out to McManus, and Martin Mack puts it over the bar. But that's a goal chance, and twice we've seen Loughrea go through the heart of that Craughwell defence. A goal chance there, half-hit effort by Joseph Mooney. He'll be disappointed with that, but they did get the score from Martin McManus.
Yeah, I didn't would have scored. They will be disappointed, but I suppose what it looks like is Craughwell are man marking one or two of the players, and they're probably too conscious of marking them in, and they're finding themselves out the field and leaving all the space, and Loughrea are exploiting it really well.
Paul Hubin gets the ball back towards his goalkeeper. He gets the ball out towards the man wearing number 2. That's Shane Morgan. And Morgan gets the ball up the field looking for Tiernan Killeen. Killeen is on the ball. Killeen looks up place, looks a lovely ball in towards Martin McManus. He's out in front of his man. He kicks the ball away from Gerard O'Halloran. Martin McManus is on the ball, got the last score. He takes on his man again, tries to go past him, gets the ball back to Ian Hanrahan. It's blocked down. That should be a 65 unless Darragh Gilligan keeps it in play. He doesn't. That goes out for a 65. But a chance here for the men of Loughrea possibly to stretch the lead. Be interested to see who takes the free. Will it be Neil Keary or will it be Jamie Ryan? I think Jamie's interested in this one, is he, or is he going to leave it? But it's a scoring opportunity all the same for the men of Loughrea. I think it's Neil Keary that's going to take it. Guy, of course, Micheál, that has taken frees many years for Loughrea, but it was Jamie Ryan that's been on them the last few years, but Neil is on this one.
Yeah, very accomplished free taker, and with huge experience. You can see Loughrea, Niall, the way they're setting up, they're being really disciplined, playing 2-man full forward line and loads of space in front of them. So Loughrea or Craughwell really need to get grips on puck outs and try and win possession.
Here comes the 65-metre free from Neil Keary. He bends, he lifts, he strikes, and he finds the distance. He puts it over the bar. It's a score for Neil Keary. 5 minutes gone here, and Neil Keary puts that ball over the bar from the 65. That's his second score of the day. He's got a point from play as well, and they now lead by 5 points to 1. And we have almost just 5 minutes played here as the goalkeeper, who's been busy so far. That's Darragh Gilligan, takes the puck out. He goes long with that one again, and it's going to break, and it's going to break to a Loughrea man. Loughrea have the numbers back there, and eventually they come away with the ball. It's played across towards Sean Sweeney at centre half back, and Sean Sweeney looks upfield looking for Joe Mooney in at full forward. The Joe Mooney is on the ball. He tries to take on his man. Of course, Joe played for Mayo this year. Gets the ball across the field to Shane O'Brien. There's loads of space here for Shane O'Brien. He's on the ball. He's going to take it on again. Goes past his man. He's fouled there. Shane O'Brien on the 14-metre line. Shane O'Brien still going through. That's going to be a free in, or is he going to give maybe a penalty? He's going to give the penalty for the second free, actually, and it's a penalty. But every time Micheál Loughrea get the ball, they're taking on the Craughwell men.
They are, but you'd have to say at this stage, Craughwell and Darragh Gilligan in particular will have to look at maybe going short on the puck out and trying to retain possession.
It's a yellow card, I think, for Ryan Howley, is it, for the Craughwell men? I think it is, but it's a penalty. A foul on the Loughrea man going through Shane O'Brien has resulted in a penalty, and this will be a penalty that's going to be taken by Johnny Cohn. Johnny Cohn got the first score of the day for his side, and he will take the penalty. They lead 5 points to 1, 6 minutes gone. This would be a significant lead early in the game if Johnny Cohn could score the goal from this position for the men of Loughrea.
I have to say, Niall, I never saw him taking a penalty.
I think did I see him in? Did he take one in the 2000 in the
I don't
county
know.
final against Clarenbridge, the equaliser in Pearse Stadium? You
Did
were
he?
manager of Clarenbridge at the same time. Johnny Cohen in the back of the net.
Emphatic.
He's put that one in. He's put it in the back of the net. But if my memory serves me correct, when Clarenbridge, your own team won the county final, I think he scored a penalty in Pearse Stadium to draw the game. But anyway, he's put that one in the net. 1-5 to a point. That's a huge lead.
Great strike. Brilliant strike. Real steady. Picked his spot and absolutely buried it. And that's like I think 6 minutes in, they're 8 points. 8 points to 1, like it's a great start for them.
They're coming on the attack again, and Darragh Gilligan went long again, as you said. Maybe needs to go short because they're not winning those balls, and it's up towards Martin McManus, and McManus is out in front of his man. Martin McManus high, Martin McManus over the bar. That's a good score by Martin McManus, and again, Loughrea are hitting everything and scoring everything so far, and they lead by 1-6 to 1 point, and a really good score there by Martin Mac once again.
Yeah, but you just can't afford to leave that space now. They have 35 yards of space in front of them. Craughwell have to funnel back and minimise that space between the half back line and full back line, and that starts with pulling your half forward line midfielders back, and if they don't do that, they're going to get it here.
Loughrea come on the attack in. Paul Houben at full back, and Paul goes past his man. He's a vastly experienced player. He's still going forward. Paul Houben gets the ball down the field, but it's intercepted by the Craughwell man back there. It's number 20. That's Thomas Hines coming away with the ball. And Thomas Hines gets Craughwell on the attack up towards the corner forward position where Adrian Prendergast tries to win it, but he can't do so. And eventually Loughrea come away with Paul Houben, and he looks across the field and he goes long into space where Martin McManus is out in front of his man again. And the quality, the ball that's going into that full forward line, there must be delight Martin Mac to see the quality that's going into him. He goes for a third point from out of the side, and this one is going to go between the posts again. I think he's put it over the bar, and the serious quality ball going in there, Micheál, into space, and Martin Mac has now got 3 points. 1-7 to a point. 3
great scores, but look, we speak to now every time it's gone in that all the space they have, but in fairness you have to say Joe Mooney and Mark McManus, they're timing their run to perfection and getting great scores as
Loughrea are coming again with Tiernan Killeen off to Niall Keary. Neil Keary goes for a score from the sideline. This one goes high in towards the goals. This has gone over the bar. They're looking at it, they're happy with that one. It goes over the bar. 1-8 to 1 point. This is a huge lead, even at this particular juncture in the game. Is there any way back for Craughwell at this stage, Micheál?
Just their scoring efficiency as well is absolutely top drawer. Like they've been brilliant, but as I said, they're just not winning puck outs. You can see they're gone short here now, and maybe have tried to set up a sweeper as well, but they need to do something to try and change the game quickly. Loughrea
come again with Ian Hanrahan. He looks across the field looking for Martin McManus again out in front of Gerard O'Halloran. He's got 3 points. He's on the ball again. He's got Joe Mooney in space beside him. Will he find Mooney? He will find Mooney. Mooney goes inside his man, was about to go past him, gets the ball back to Jamie Ryan. Jamie Ryan is going to go for a score from out the field. Jamie Ryan, is this going to stretch Loughrea's lead? Jamie Ryan high over the bar. 1-9 to 1 point. They haven't hit a wide yet, Micheál, and they lead by 1-9 to no score. We've only 9 minutes played.
The chart, like, do you know what I mean? They've 10 shots inside 10 minutes on goals and haven't scored 1-9. And in fairness, you'd have to say Craughwell, like, they're being really poor. They're not putting them under any pressure at all. It's like a training game for them, but you have to give full marks to Loughrea in the way they've come out and attacked the game, and it's been replicated on the scoreboard.
Craughwell come on the attack. They've won a free here. Dean Cannon is still going forward. He's made the space. He's going to look for a goal here. Dean Cannon still going through. He's fouled there. That's going to be a free in. The referee says no. He had given the advantage initially, but the 5 seconds were up, and no real advantage accruing then, but he did try and get Dean Cannon through there, but it's going to be a throw-in ball. You would think on the 20-metre line, or is he going to give the free in? But he had given the free initially, and we're the 5 seconds up, and I think he's just going to throw it in. 1-9 to 1 point. A huge lead so far, but there is a massive wind advantage with Loughrea in this first half. 10 minutes played here. They lead by 11 points. Craughwell come on the attack. That's a free in. The referee says play on. The ball is coming inside. This is a goal chance. Shot across the goal. It's gone wide though, but it should be a free in though. The man who took the shot was the man wearing number 12. That's Patrick Monaghan, and it's going to be a free in and a chance here to reduce the deficit. And Tom Monaghan will go over, and no doubt he'd put this between the posts, and it's a score, Micheál, that his side badly need. Yeah, they do, but it's just been totally dominant performance so far by Loughrea. They're winning all the Craughwell long puck outs. You can just see the last 1 or 2 there. Darragh Gilligan is trying to go short to change it up, and I think right now John Graney is after being deployed there by Andy Cohen to go back, setting up as a sweeper. So let's see how that helps them out. Yeah, Tom Monaghan has missed the free, and the ball goes clear down the field, and here comes Graney coming out from his pitch. He's going to leave it towards the cornerback, and that cornerback is the man wearing number 2. That's Gerard O'Halloran, and it was Tiernan Lean that's wearing number 4 actually. That's on Martin McManus, not Gerard O'Halloran. The ball goes up the field, and eventually the ball is sprayed across the field to Patrick Monaghan. Monaghan gets the ball towards Tiernan Lean, who's come deeper now at this stage and looks across the field, and he gets it across towards the man wearing the number 13 jersey, is Adrian Prendergast. Takes on his man, tries to go past his man. It comes off the Loughrea man. It's not gone out of the line. It is now though, and it's a line ball over there to Craughwell. 1-9 to 1 point. A very healthy lead for the men of Loughrea. And they're a team, Micheál, obviously that haven't won a county championship since 2006, but looking at their players out there, they got to the semi-final 2 years ago. Probably a bit disappointed with their performances last year, but they're the backbone of a serious team there when you see the names they have.
Yeah, they're full of experience, and the young fellas have brought an awful lot to it over the last few years, and they've developed physically. You mentioned at the start of the game they're a big, strong team, and their hurling is on a par with that now. They've started really well and totally deserve to be in the lead they're in.
1-9 to a point. Quick puck out from the side and the wind wide there from Tiernan. It's picked up by Sean Sweeney, and Sean doesn't go for the score. He launches it in towards Mooney, who's out in front of his man again. Joseph Mooney tries to win it, and Joseph Mooney does win it, gets it back towards Ian Hanrahan, who goes past the Craughwell centre half back there. Ian Hanrahan going through. Hanrahan goes for a score from out the field. Hanrahan puts it wide. That's the first wide of the game for the men of Loughrea. 1-9 to a point. And that's serious shooting, Michal. 1-9 scored without a wide.
It is, but you'd have to say the way they're hurling now, they're looking for the fella in the better position. Their control is really good, but they're constantly aware of what's going on around them, and the fella in the better position always gets it. So they're hurling really well.
Paul Hooban wins the ball, gets away from Dean Callan there. Paul looks across the field, has time to go across towards Sean Sweeney at centre half back. Sean has seen a good bit of the ball, looks long again in towards Martin Mack. Martin Mack is out in front of his man trying to win it, but it's Thomas Hines is back there for Craughwell, does well there, gets the ball across the field towards John Graney. John Graney's on the ball. John Graney launches it long in towards Adrian Prendergast. Prendergast and Oisin Kyle go for the ball. Kyle just bats the ball with his hand out towards Jamie Ryan. Jamie's going to go for a score from his own 45 metre line, I should say.
Score.
Jamie Ryan high. What a score by Jamie Ryan. It's his second score of the day. Really good score. 1 goal and 10 points now to 1 point. And I'm looking at the Loughrea line there. You have Shane Cusick, Gregory Kennedy, Gavin Keary, of course, who's involved with Dublin this year. Tommy Kelly involved with Dublin. So a lot of experience there, Michal.
Huge experience, but the problem Craughwell have is they're leaving Sean Sweeney sweeper, and he's getting on the mount in the ball, and very evident from the start of the game he's used to the ball, is really, really good. So Craughwell's full forward. I'm probably just have to stay narrow the two and try and mark three.
That's a free there, a foul by Oisin Coyle on Adrian Prendergast, and a free into Craughwell. 1-10 to a point. We have 13 minutes gone here in the first half of the double header here in Kenny Park in Athenry. It's Clarenbridge versus Turlockmore. That takes place at 6:45, but that's in the other group in the Senior A Championship. But this one is between Craughwell and Loughrea. Both sides, as I said, won their opening round games. Loughrea winning theirs by a point, while Craughwell had a comfortable victory over Kilkenarn, but they're well in arrears so far today. They need a score here. 1-10 to a point. That's 13 points to 1. We have 14 minutes played here as Thomas Monaghan stands over the free. Monaghan goes for a score. Monaghan drives it between the posts. That's a good score by Tom Monaghan, and Michal, it's one that Craughwell most definitely needed. It
is, yeah, but it's 2 frees that they've gotten Niall, so they really need to up the ante from play, but Loughrea are bossing the game from back to front, and their use of the ball is exceptional so far.
They come on the attack again, up towards Joseph Mooney. Mooney has time to lay the ball off the hurl, pick it up again, and comes out the field, has time to lay it off to Ian Hanrahan. He probably had too much time there, and eventually they lose possession. Lovely pick up by Patrick Monaghan over there. Monaghan takes on his man, tries to kick the ball forward. He's fouled, and that's going to be a free, and Craughwell just need to set it down a small bit and maybe get a couple of scores as Tom Monaghan comes out to take this free. But again, we can see they have 2 men in the full forward line, but Sean Sweeney is right back there as well. There's the spare man for Loughrea, making it more difficult for Craughwell, and Tom Monaghan takes the free. It's a long distance out against that wind, Michal. He'll do well to point this.
It is, yeah, it's a fair distance out. His brother Patrick done really well there, a great pick up to get out of trouble and won the free for Craughwell.
So just outside his own 65 metre line against the strong wind, it's Tom Monaghan. He's got their 2 frees so far. Tom Monaghan high going for a score, but this one is going to go wide, I think. That's the second wide for Craughwell. Loughrea have struck 1, and the important statistic, 15 minutes in, we're at the halfway point of the first half, is Loughrea lead by 1 goal and 10 points to Craughwell's 2 points. Quick puck out towards Oisin Coyle. Coyle goes down on the ball under pressure from Dean Callan. Coyle comes away from his position, still going forward. He's got a man beside him, that's Tiernan Killeen, but he goes long up towards Neil Keary. Neil Keary and Gerard O'Halloran battling possession. O'Halloran pulls first time with that ball, but it's picked up by Tiernan Killeen. Tiernan Killeen across the field to Shane Morgan. Morgan looks across the field further towards the man wearing number 4, that's Kieran Hanrahan. Hanrahan goes forward now. He's still going forward for his side. He's got Jamie Ryan in support, and Jamie Ryan has got away from Tiernan Killeen. Jamie Ryan's got 2 points, got the last 2 points from play. He's going to go for a third score from play, and Jamie Ryan's confidence is up because he puts that between the posts. That's a really good score by Jamie Ryan. He's got Loughrea's last 3 points from play, 16 minutes in, good score.
Yeah, he's huge quality, Jamie, in fairness to him, and I think the last 2 he's got one from distance, but he's not even looking. He's a real top class player, and he's gotten 3 great scores today.
Puck out goes short to try and get the ball down towards Adrian Prendergast, but Paul Hooban is down there. Paul Hooban is on the ball. Paul Hooban has time to go across the field towards Brian Keary, who got that first or the second point for Loughrea. Looks upfield, looking for Joseph Mooney. Mooney's out in front of his man. He plays the ball off. It just gets tapped in the side of the head there, I'd say, and it's going to be a free for the men of Loughrea. A chance to stretch their lead, but number 7 there for Craughwell just giving the free away. That's Mark Monaghan. He'll be disappointed with that. Not a lot in it, but probably a free all the same.
Yeah, but in fairness, it's a great touch by Joe Mooney. You know, he's shown all his experience there. He's leading the forward line brilliantly, and a great touch by him. And just the Craughwell player, obviously coming from behind Mark Monaghan, and was following the flight of the ball. But once Joe touched the back in, he just flicked him in the head, and a deserving free in.
Neil Keary will stand over the free. Neil has already got 3 points. He's got 1 from play, 2 from play, and 1 from a 65. A chance for his 4th score of the first half. Neil Keary strikes that ball in towards the goals. He's struck it high, and he strikes it between the posts, and he stretches the lead 17 minutes in. Neil Keary with point number 4 for him, his first from a free. 2 from play and 1 from a 65. 112 to 2 points. The puck out goes to the far side of the field. It's caught over there by the Craughwell man who's trying to take on his man, and that Craughwell man is Jamie Ryan. He's out at wing forward now, and Jamie is fouled, and that's going to be a free in and a chance here possibly for Craughwell to score their 3rd point of the day. And it will be Neil Keary or Tom Monaghan, I should say, who will take it. He's got the 2 points so far, and I suppose from a Craughwell perspective, he's got the 2 points. He's their midfielder, Micheál. They haven't scored from play, and in fairness, they haven't really created too many scoring opportunities.
No, I think in fairness, he's been gone to the half forward line, but he's their main scoring threat, isn't he?
Yeah.
And everything's trying to go through him, but like they just have to just start working. Niall, that's their inside line. They're not doing a whole lot. Like they have to just start working around the field and try and put Loughrea in pressure. Yes, they've slowed the scoring rate down in terms of time-wise, but they need to up the ante and up the work rate.
Tom Monaghan points that free, 112 to 3 points as Loughrea come out of defence with Oisin Coyle. With lovely pick up there by Gerard O'Halloran. He tries to go past to Neil Keary. He's under pressure and he goes right across the field looking for the goalkeeper, Darragh Gilligan. It looked for a second if he was about to slip, but he did well to get the ball out to Patrick Monaghan, and Patrick Monaghan solos forward, and Patrick Monaghan is still going forward now. He's looking for a man in space, can't catch the ball, gets the ball across the field to Tiernan Lean. Tiernan Lean goes long, but it's Loughrea have numbers back there, and it's Tiernan Killeen who picks it up, and Tiernan Killeen goes long in towards Joseph Mooney, who's out in front of his man. He goes down on the ball at the second attempt. Mooney looks upfield, but all he can see in there is Darragh Gilligan, and Gilligan comes out from the goalkeeping position for Craughwell. Darragh Gilligan gets the ball across to Tiernan Lean. Tiernan Lean looks upfield, and Tiernan Lean sees that Adrian Prendergast is the man he's looking for. Oisin Coyle and Prendergast battle for possession. The ball breaks to Patrick Monaghan. Patrick Monaghan looks back the field to his brother. That's Tom Monaghan. Or Stephen Hines is going for a score from out the field. That'll be a super score, but it's taken down by the goalkeeper, and that goalkeeper is Garrod Loughnane. Loughnane comes out to the 20-metre line, hand passes the ball off to Sean Sweeney. It's a bit too easy coming out of defence now, and Sean Sweeney looks upfield again looking for Joseph Mooney. Mooney puts up the hand. It's going to break down. It's going to break in towards Tiernan Lean, and Tiernan Lean comes out with the ball. He looks across the field looking for Tom Monaghan. Lets the ball goes over his head, comes off the hurl of the Loughrea man there, goes out of the line, and that's a line ball to Craughwell on this side of the field. But they have, Micheál, as you've said, stemmed the flow of scores from Loughrea, and I'm sure coming up to half time they'll try to head on 1 or 2 themselves.
Yeah, they'll have to now. Like it's a huge gap, but you have to say, I'm sure Loughrea will go in going like it's been pretty easy for them. Like the time they have on the ball being afforded by Craughwell is unbelievable, and they just need to up the pace. As I said, it's all about work rate, number one thing, isn't it? Yeah,
sure is. Tiernan Lean was fouled coming out of defence. He wanted to take the free quickly. Now he takes it quickly. He looks inside looking for Jamie Ryan. Jamie Ryan, I thought he had it there for a second. He goes down to the ball now. Jamie Ryan is dangerous full forward. Jamie Ryan takes on his man. He's fouled there, surely. He's still going forward. Gets the ball across to Dean Callan, but Dean can't pick it up. It's a free in though, a foul on Jamie Ryan. And Jamie Ryan obviously has gone out to the edge of the square. Micheál, he'll add a physical presence in there in that full forward line.
In fairness, he was very direct there. Showed all his experience. John Kane had given the advantage, stayed going, and gave a great hand pass, but called it back for a free now, which should be another score for Craughwell. But I'm being critical of Craughwell in terms of their work rate. It's more in their forward line, like the quality of Loughrea's play and the space they're being afforded and creating there. It's really hard for the Craughwell defenders to defend it, because Loughrea are executing the plan really, really well.
Yellow card there for Brian Keary of Loughrea. He is booked. He's the second player to be booked. Ryan Howley from Craughwell, also in the John Kane's little notebook, as this free comes, and this free will be to Mark Monaghan, or Tom Monaghan I should say. Tom Monaghan should put this between the posts, a chance for his 4th score of the day, and Tom Monaghan does put it between the posts. 21 minutes played here, and Tom Monaghan has got the last 2 scores this game, and they've both been from frees. That's 4 frees for Craughwell. That's their sub total so far, and it's 1 goal and 12 points for Loughrea. as Loughrea takes the puck out. He goes to this side of the field looking for Martin McManus. Martin McManus out in front of Stephen Hines, tries to control the ball, does half control it, but tries to keep it in play as well. It's a foul and it's a free out, and it's a free out to Craughwell, which will be taken by Stephen Hines. 112, that's 15 points to 4, and that free will be brought forward there for some ill discipline there from Tiernan Killing. But as I've said, they've stemmed the flow of scores from Loughrea, and 11 points in it. Obviously, it's not insurmountable, Michal, because the lead or the win is fairly significant, isn't it?
No, the wind it is huge. But I said the way Loughrea are hurling, they're executing the plan really well. You know, they're leaving all the space inside. Because Craughwell are affording them the time and space in the middle of the pitch, they're able to pick out those killer balls. But in fairness to Craughwell, now they've tagged on a few scores, and if they could pull it back into single digits maybe before half time, they'd be in a good place.
Yeah, the free will be taken by Tom Monaghan, and Tom Monaghan will take this free for Craughwell. 22 minutes played here. Loughrea 112, Craughwell 4 points, it says on the scoreboard, sponsored by Athenry Credit Union. Here comes Tom Monaghan with the free, looking for point number 5. That's a good score by Tom Monaghan. He's got the last 3 scores. He'll be happy with that, and that's his 5th point of the day. He's got them all for Craughwell so far, all from the place ball, and that's a good score, a good strike.
It is, yeah, great strike from just inside his own half. So good score, and just keeps the scoreboard ticking for them.
Yeah, there were 13 points in it a few moments ago. Now it's 10 that's in it, as that ball goes long again, but should be Tiernan Lean is there. Tiernan Lean is on the ball now for Craughwell. He comes forward, he gets the ball across the field, and eventually the ball is forward towards Patrick Monaghan, is it? Patrick Monaghan is on the ball, he's got a man in support, and he looks across the field to Jamie Ryan. Will Jamie take on Paul Hooban? He'll try and take on Paul Hooban. He'll try and go past Paul Hooban. Is he fouled? He is fouled. This should be another score, and they'll be back to 9 points. They'll be happy with the way things are going now, Michal.
Yeah, he
Jamie
will,
Ryan
yeah,
gets on that ball.
I'd tell you, Sean Sweeney was probably lucky there, a high tackle on young Monaghan there when he was coming through, so a free well created and deserved there for Craughwell. Should have been a free maybe earlier as well.
Yeah, this was a free in that you would anticipate he'd put between the posts. 112 to this should be 6 points, I would suggest, if this goes over the bar from Tom Monaghan. That'll be 4 points in a row for Craughwell, as we have 23 minutes played here. Tom Monaghan stands over the free for his side, and Tom Monaghan makes no mistake, puts it between the posts. 112 to 6 points. That's 15 points to 6, 9 points between them now, as the goalkeeper Garage Loughrea gets ready to take the puck out for Loughrea. Garage, will he go short or will he go long here? He's going to go short out to Oisin Coyle. Oisin Coyle is on the ball. Oisin Coyle needs to use it now. What's he going to do? He's soloing forward. Oisin Coyle still going forward. And Oisin Coyle looks upfield, but Jamie Ryan is out in front of his man. Jamie Ryan is trying to get on the ball, but Tiernan Lean has it, and Tiernan Lean comes away with it. A promising young player is Tiernan Lean. Did he get over the line there? The referee, the linesman says play on. Of course, the linesman has gone out of linesman. It's Carol Wade, by the way, the former Sarsfields player. Of course, won a county medal in 2015 when they beat Craughwell in that particular final. So good to see a new linesman or a new referee in the scene, Michal, as well, a guy who's played the game.
Actually, until I pinpoint, I didn't realise he was in it. So he's keeping up the play well anyway. But a great rob by Tiernan Lean there. You know, great piece of skill and composure by him.
Craughwell come on the attack. Gerard O'Halloran. O'Halloran goes along with this one, but Loughrea have the numbers back there, and one of those is Paul Hooban. Paul Hooban comes away from the full back line. Paul Hooban gets the ball out the field towards Sean Sweeney. Sean Sweeney has time to look upfield, look for Martin Mack in that full forward line. McManus out in front of his man, plays a lovely ball off to Jamie Ryan. Jamie Ryan now going through for Loughrea. He's fouled, and that's going to be a yellow card for the Craughwell man there, and Jamie Ryan is going to causing problems. The man who's going to pick up the yellow card is I have to see what number is going to pick up the yellow card there, but it's Tiernan Lean, I think, number 4, that's picking up the yellow card. The professional foul, they call it. Michal, he probably had to do it because there was a goal on, but it was a beautiful touch by Martin Mack into the path of Jamie Ryan. Professional
or a good one to give away, Niall?
I suppose
it was a good call. Like, he was bearing down on goals, you know, he anticipated it really well, and he had no choice but to bring him down.
Neil Keary will take the free. You would anticipate he'd put it between the posts. Loughrea have gone 8 minutes without a score, but this is one you would anticipate that Neil Keary will put over the bar. Neil Keary has scored 4 points so far for his side. A chance for point number 5. You would anticipate he'd put it over the bar, and that would stretch his side into a 10-point lead again. 113 now as he puts that ball over the bar. 6 points for Craughwell. 25 minutes played. We have 5 minutes to go to the interval. And the puck out comes to Dara Gilligan. He's going to go to this side of the field, but it should be Ian Hanrahan's ball. He puts up his hand and he comes away with the ball. He's hit with a hard shoulder, but it actually straightens up on the line, and it's won by Shane O'Brien. Shane O'Brien flicks the ball right across the field to Johnny Cohn. Johnny Cohn got the first point today. He also got the goal so far in this game, and Johnny Cohn goes for a score from the middle of the field. Johnny Cohn high in towards the goals, and that one is going to go wide. That's only Loughrea's second wide. Craughwell have also struck to Ian Hanrahan, hit with a hard shoulder there. He's on the ground, but So far, I suppose the Loughrea Micheál obviously have been the dominant team. Jamie Ryan has got 3 points. Neil Keary's got 5. Martin McManus got 3 as well. There's a spread of scores there. When you look at Johnny Cohn has also scored. Brian Keary has scored. While for Craughwell it's been all the frees from Thomas Monaghan. I suppose for their perspective that'll be disappointing that it's been all frees that they have scored so far.
Yeah, as you said, a good spread by Loughrea, and I'm sure the message for them when they get them into half time is just try and keep it going and keep the scoreboard ticking, but just try and get maybe a bit more intensity into it, because they're well in control of the game, and when they go into the second half or start the second half, they want to keep that momentum going into it. Craughwell had stemmed it a small bit there, gotten a few frees by Tom on, so they're probably big need of a goal before half time to give them a bit of energy going in at half time and something to fight for big time in the second half.
Darragh Gilligan takes the puck out. He looks for James Graney in the middle of the field. He's on the ball. He comes inside his man, flicks the ball off to Ryan Howley, and Howley goes along with that one in towards Adrian Prendergast. Prendergast has got the run on his man here. Prendergast does well. Lovely touch off to Jamie Ryan. Jamie Ryan touches it beautifully as well. Jamie Ryan comes inside his man. He's going to go for goal. A shot in the back of the net to goal. And Jamie Ryan is the man who puts it in the net. Good strike by Jamie Ryan. 113 to 1-6. Game on, Micheál.
Yeah, a brilliant goal. Like what he's been doing all day. He's been unbelievably direct, but you have to say the skill by Adrian Prendergast to control the ball, to create the opportunity, and a great offload to Jamie Ryan, and that's a great tonic for Craughwell. 113
to 1-6. Back to a 7-point ball game, and that ball is won there by Prendergast over on the far side of the field. The loose possession was picked up by Brian Keary. He's already got a score. Brian Keary goes for one from out the field. Brian Keary puts that one wide. That's wide number 3. They'll be disappointed with that, but on 17 minutes there was 13 points between the sides at 112 to 2 points. It's now 113 to 1-6, so down to a 7-point ball game. They've reduced it significantly, Craughwell, as that ball goes this side of the field. Tiernan Killeen goes up highest, and Tiernan Killeen comes away with the ball. He launches it in towards the full forward line again, where Martin McManus out in front of his man. Lovely touch by Martin Mack. He's going for point number 4, but this one comes off the post and goes inside the post, and that's a score for Martin McManus, and a score that Loughrea will be delighted about. They've answered the goal with a point of their own.
They have, yeah. It was he's playing really well. His movement from the inside lane, from inside out, is exceptional, and he's getting quality ball and a good score, and it's really hard to defend against it. But Craughwell have done really well to come back into the game, and if they can just tag on another point or two now, they'll be really happy.
They're on the attack with Dean Callan. He's fouled, but he's going to take play and he's going to play on. He's put it over the bar. Dean Callan over the bar. 1 goal and 14 points to 1 goal and 7 now, and Dean Callan gets his first score, and he's the first forward to score a point from play. Obviously Jamie Ryan got the goal. Craughwell will be happier. Micheál, good score, Dean Callan.
Yeah, they will, in fairness. They're upping it, they're using the ball better, they're getting on more ball, and it's been positive for them the last 10 minutes.
The ball is going to break, and Craughwell have it again, and Craughwell are coming on the attack with John Graney. John Graney goes across the field looking for Adrian Prendergast. Beautiful touch by Prendergast, takes on his man. He's fouled. That's going to be a yellow card as well for Oisin Coyle, and all of a sudden, Micheál, we could be down to a 6-point ball game. Yeah,
the flight of the ball was hard on him, and he did brilliantly to touch it down to himself. A great piece of skill, and once he turned, Oisin Coyle was in trouble and had no choice but to foul him, so another scoring opportunity for Craughwell.
Yeah, Tom Monaghan will take the free, and Tom will be looking to score point number 7, you would suggest, from the place ball so far, down to 6 points, and from a position on 17 minutes, Micheál, where there was 13 points between them, playing against the wind, all of a sudden it's down to 6. That's a huge comeback by Craughwell.
It wasn't looking good. Loughrea had come out of the traps unbelievably fast.
Wide. I think that free has gone wide, would you believe it? It's a poor miss by Tom Monaghan. He'll be disappointed with that one. He missed one earlier as well. Two really poor ones, yeah. And all of a sudden there's still 7 between them. That's a let off from a Loughrea perspective. They come on the attack again, get the ball out to Johnny Cohn, who almost ran into John Kane, but Johnny Cohn is on the ball, and he gets the ball in towards Martin McManus. McManus out in front of his man, tries to get the ball forward. McManus lays it off towards Ian Hanrahan. Hanrahan takes the ball on now. Hanrahan has got a Tiernan Killeen in support, but he's robbed there. He's robbed by the centre half back, and all of a sudden James Graney comes away with the ball, and James goes looking for Jamie Ryan. Jamie Ryan just plays the ball off the Loughrea man. He's judged to have his hurl being pulled there by Sean Sweeney. Jamie probably was
He showed all his experience.
He probably fouled Sean Sweeney initially, and then Sean just pulled him back and he wins the free. But anyway, he showed his experience there, as you said. Picked up by Adrian Prendergast. Prendergast got a runner. That runner is Jamie Ryan again. He's fouled there. And Jamie Ryan comes inside his man. He's fouled, and that's going to be a free in and a chance for Craughwell to come well right back in this game. And Jamie Ryan, in fairness, has shown serious leadership qualities in this half, as we see. A Loughrea man booked, I think, is it Johnny Cohn that's after picking up the yellow card for something that he may have said to the referee, Micheál?
I don't know. I didn't see it. I was watching Jamie Ryan, but like he's done really well the last 15 minutes. He's causing them. He's just so direct every time he gets the ball. And if Tom On gets this one out, bring it back to 6, and they'll rue the 2 frees they've missed, because after the start they had and being so far behind, they could have brought it back to 4, but they'll still go in at half time and be positive knowing that they're still right in the game.
114 to 1-7, 31 minutes played. We're into the additional time that's being added on by the Rachel John Kane. The stats people are down in front of us here, Micheál. I'm not quite sure whether they're Loughrea or Craughwell, but they have the notebooks out. Wonder what they'll have to say about their teams at half time.
Yeah, it's been a tale of the two quarters, isn't it? Loughrea started like a train in the first quarter. Craughwell have stemmed it and pulled themselves right back into it, and back to 6 points, where at one stage there was a 13
in at one stage, back to a 6-point ball game. 1-8 now for Craughwell. It's 1-14 though for Loughrea. Loughrea tried to come on the attack again, but Craughwell have stymied that attack. Are they coming away with the ball? They are coming away with it, and John Graney has it. And John Graney goes long with that one, but it goes out over the line on the far side of the field. We've 2 minutes additional time played. I think the referee indicated there may have been 3 minutes additional time. So we're into the final minute prior to half time, and while Loughrea started really well and we're 13 points up, Shane Cusack and his management team would have been really happy the way things were going after 17 minutes, but the Craughwell men have come back into it, and Andy Cohn will be happy. He's the manager, of course, of Craughwell this particular year. The man who captained Gort, of course, to the county championship. As this free will be taken by Paul Hooban. Paul Hooban takes this sideline for his side, looks for Martin Mack again, puts up the hand, the ball is going to break though into the path of Graney again, and he goes long with that. That's John Graney, the midfielder wearing number 8, gets the ball forward to Jamie Ryan, and he's got the run here. Is this another scoring opportunity? Jamie Ryan going through, he got away from Sean Sweeney. Jamie Ryan still going through. Jamie Ryan takes a shot, but he's put it wide. Probably should have laid the ball off. They didn't give the free that time, but he's put it wide, but it's 4 wides. That's another let off for the men of Loughrea. Jamie probably should have done a small bit better, but
once he broke the tackle and he gotten free, he had oceans of time to hit it over
he's
the
the
bar.
man, in fairness, that's leading the fight here for Craughwell. It's half time. John Kane has blown the half time whistle. It's 1-14 to 1-8. Your thoughts on that first half, Micheál? Obviously Loughrea started really well, but a good finish by Craughwell.
Yeah, Loughrea came out with the traps, Niall, and were absolutely on fire, playing really well, and it wasn't looking really good for Craughwell. John Graney went back as a sweeper, negated what Loughrea were trying to do, got a foothold of the game for Craughwell. Tom On was slotting over a few frees, even though he'd be disappointed with 2 in particular that were good opportunities to reduce the deficit, but a Jamie Ryan goal has brought it back in, and we said before the game the breeze is probably worth 5 or 6, so at half time they're going in a lot more positive frame of mind. Yeah,
it's half time here, and of course there'll be half time highlights of this particular game on our streaming service here during the interval, but it's 6 points between them at half time. It's Loughrea 1-14, Craughwell 1-8, with Craughwell having wind advantage to come in the second half. Yeah, you're very welcome back here to Kenny Park and Athenry for the second half of the Senior A Hurling Championship match. That's between Craughwell, who are out on the field, and Loughrea. And I suppose, Micheál, in that first half, Loughrea going in 6 points ahead, and while you'd say normally that'd be a healthy lead, they're probably a bit disappointed they're not further in front, considering they were 13 points up at one stage.
Yeah, they will, and we said at the start of the game, now there's a really strong breeze going down the scoreboard end, and with the start they'd made, being 13 up, they would have been really disappointed going in not to have maybe held to around the 10 point mark. But you have to give huge credit to Craughwell. They fought their way back really well, and the Jamie Ryan goal brought them back into the game. And Tom Mon has missed 1 or 2 frees as well, so the gap could have been narrowed even more. So you noticed there yourself that Darren Shaughnessy may be coming on from Loughrea, so he's a huge prospect, and it'll be good to see how he gets on here now in the second half if he does get on.
The wind, obviously, it's significant. It's with Craughwell in the second half. Obviously, we see that Jamie Ryan was significant in that first half for them, particularly when he was very direct, taking on his man, and was obviously the man really who stood up and when needed for Craughwell, and got the goal, of course, and got a couple of frees as well. Yeah,
big time. And look, for Craughwell, they're just going to have, they're out and they're eager to get going again, and they'll really want a good start. Loughrea have had a great spread of scores. Jamie Ryan, Martin McManus, Neil Carey, Brian Carey, Johnny Cohen has got 1-1 as well. So they'll be looking to start like they did in the first half. So hopefully it'll be a good second half.
Yeah, we hope it will be a good second half. John Kane, the referee, is about to get ready to throw in the ball. He gets the ball there from Dylan Shaughnessy, who pinpointed it into his hand as the teams are out for the second half. The men of Loughrea just out now as well. Have they made a change? They have made a change. Number 23 is in. That's Darren Shaughnessy. We said he'd gone in at half time with the Loughrea men. He's now into the Loughrea attack. He's in at a corner forward. I think it's Shane O'Brien is the man that's gone off, and Darren Shaughnessy, good up to come in, of course, in the league final against Turlockmore a couple of months ago. He got the 2 goals that won them the game.
Yeah, he's a real lively hurler, great skill and well capable of getting a score if the opportunity presents itself.
Second half is on, 114 to 1-8 in this Senior A Hurling Championship match. It's won by Jamie Ryan from Craughwell. Take on his man and got a slap there, and that's going to be a free and a chance here for Craughwell to come back to within a 5-point ball game. They'll need to get a good start, and we see that Neil Carey is down injured from a Loughrea perspective, but Jamie Ryan again, Micheál, he was the man that won the possession. He's fouled, and a chance here possibly for Tom Monaghan to score, but he's with the wind, but he's a long way out. But be interested to see whether he can judge this one between the posts.
Yeah, you can see Jamie Ryan, the Craughwell Jamie Ryan is starting wing forward now, so obviously they're realising the importance of winning their own puck out. So they've loaded their half forward line there with Tom on and Jamie there, so they'll be looking for a big half out of the 3 half forwards. But if Tom Monaghan can get this now, it's a good start for Craughwell.
Yeah, 1 goal and 14 points to 1 goal and 8. We have a minute gone in the second half, and Tom Monaghan got 7 points from frees in the first half for his side. Tom Monaghan lifts, spins and strikes that ball in towards the goals. This one is going to go high, but it's going to go wide. He'll be disappointed. That's 3 wides from frees for Tom Monaghan. He'll be disappointed with that one. 114 now to 1 goal and 8. The puck out is going to be taken by Garage Lucknan. And Garage Lucknan takes the puck out. He goes to the far side of the field looking for Sean Sweeney out there. Sean Sweeney does well to catch that ball out of the air. Sean Sweeney gets the ball forward to Joseph Mooney in space. Mooney off the left hand side, he'll go for a score. Joseph Mooney goes for his second score of the day. He puts it between the posts, or his first score of the day. He'll be happy with that, and Loughrea will be happy with that. They've stretched out to 7 points again after being 13 up. We got back to 6, now out to 7 again. Joe Mooney with the point. Good score, Micheál.
Yeah, it was, and Garrod Lucknan, took a good puck out. Sean Sweeney moved into an acre of space, and in fairness, he saw Joe Mooney with a great run and a good layoff and a good score by them. Yeah,
115 now to 1 goal and 8 points. Joe Mooney is the man who scored there. That's his first score of the day as Loughrea come on the attack. They eventually get the ball out to Ian Hanrahan in the middle of the field. Hanrahan looks upfield, goes right across the field, looking for Darren Shaughnessy, who's come on at half time. Shaughnessy out in front of his man at the 45 metre line. He goes past his man, and Darren Shaughnessy is moving forward now for Loughrea. Darren Shaughnessy makes the space. Will he go for a score? He's half hooked, but the ball breaks into the path of Ian Hanrahan. Hanrahan from the corner forward position goes for a score, but this one's going to go wide, and that's a wide there for Hanrahan, the man from Loughrea. Ian Hanrahan, 1 goal and 15 points to 1 goal and 8 as that puck out is going to come. It's 17 minutes into the game. There was 13 points between them. It's now down to 7 as the goalkeeper Jared Gilligan gets ready to take the free as the puck out goes to the far side of the field, or this side of the field, of course. Coming up at 6:45, it's Turlock against Clarenbridge. There'll be a Turlock-Clarenbridge combination in the commentary box as well as that ball goes across the field. It's won by Martin McManus. He was really good in the first half for Loughrea. Martin McManus goes for a score from the side, and this will be a huge score if it goes over the bar, but that one goes wide again. That's number 5 now for Loughrea, and Martin McManus is the man who has that wide for his side. Okay, 1 goal and 15 points to 1 Gale 8. Dara Gilligan takes the puck out. He looks for Jamie Ryan. He's fouled. Surely he's trying to go up for that ball. He's fouled. Just as he's about to go up for that ball, Micheál Oisín Coyle puts his hands around him. Free in, and a chance here again now for Tom Monaghan.
Yeah, he's having a big impact on the game. He's physically very strong, and you can see why they picked him out and brought him to wing forward, because he's very strong under the high ball. And this is one now that Craughwell really do need.
Yeah, the wind a huge factor in the first half, and it'll be a huge factor again in this half, you would think, and in the games to follow as Tom Monaghan gets ready to take the free. Tom Monaghan goes for a score. Tom Monaghan high, and Tom Monaghan puts that ball between the posts, and that's Tom Monaghan's 8th point of the day, all from the placed ball, and of course he'll be happy with that. 1:15 out to 1:9. Gets the quick puck out is Paul Hooban. Paul Hooban comes up the field, and Paul Hooban puts that ball long, but he's half blocked down by Adrian Prendergast. Prendergast and Hooban battling for possession. It's going to break. That's a free out. The Loughrea man there, the cornerback, fouled as that ball went over the bar, and they'll be happy enough with that as the free is going to be taken. It goes to this side of the field looking for Martin McManus. Martin McManus tries to flick the ball forward. He does flick it forward, but it's missed by Stephen Hines there, and it's picked up by Jamie Ryan, who got 3 points in a row for Loughrea in the first half for play, and he's fouled there by the other Jamie Ryan on the other side of the field, both wearing a number 14, and both having major impacts on this particular game. Neil Keary is coming across to take the free, and Neil Keary will take this free for Loughrea. He's taking his time coming across to take it. Neil Keary was on top form in that first half. He scored a number of points in that first half for his side. He scored 5. He scored 2 from frees, a 65, and a couple from play as well. He'll be happy enough with his contribution so far as Neil Keary stands over this free. A chance here now for Neil Keary to stretch the Loughrea lead out again to 7 points from an awkward angle. Of course, he's playing against the wind in this half. Neil Keary will take the free. Neil Keary looking for point number 6 today for him. He lifts, he bends, he strikes, he has the distance, he has the accuracy as well. It curls beautifully between the posts, and Neil Keary is the man who puts that over the bar, and that puts 5 minutes into the second half. That's another score for Neil Keary, and another score for Loughrea, as they're bringing on Dylan Shaughnessy, I think, is the man that's coming in now. His brother came on at half time, he's coming in as well, and these subs, Micheál, that Loughrea are bringing in, the 2 Shaughnessy brothers, obviously 2 serious players at this level.
Yeah, they are, yeah, and you can see, the Loughrea line have identified the impact Jamie Ryan is having on the game, and they've taken Oisín Coyle and put Johnny Cohen back on him. Yeah,
Oisín Coyle is in. Johnny Cohen goes up for that ball. It breaks though into the path of Tom Monaghan. Tom Monaghan comes onto the ball. Tom Monaghan is on the ball from out on the sideline. He sprays the ball right across the field, but that should be Paul Hooban's ball, is it? It's Dean Canlan who's out in front. Dean Canlan has got a point from play, but Paul Hooban wins it. Paul Hooban comes away from the full back line. Paul Hooban makes the space, and then eventually goes into the full forward again, looking for Darren Shaughnessy out in front of his man. Darren Shaughnessy now and Gerard O'Halloran battling position. Shaughnessy goes down on the ball. Shaughnessy's on the ball to throw it. The Craughwell men think he did, and eventually it's a free, and a free there to Loughrea following the foul on Joseph Mooney, but Darren Shaughnessy may Micheál have thrown the ball. The Craughwell people not happy, but it's a free, and it's a yellow card as well, I think, to is it Gerard O'Halloran that's picking up the yellow card?
Jamie Ryan.
Jamie Ryan, actually, yeah, that picks up the yellow card.
He's gotten involved, just giving away a few frees, so I'd say it's just for consistent fouling.
Yeah, Jamie Ryan, another man gone into the lower of John Kane, the Rachor from the Raho Newcastle club, as Neil Keary stands over the free. 1:16 for Loughrea, 1:9 now for Craughwell, as Neil Keary stands over the free. A chance here to stretch out to an 8-point lead. Neil Keary high in towards the goals. Neil Keary makes no mistake. He puts it over the bar. It's 1 goal and 17 points now for Loughrea. It's 1 goal and 9 points for Craughwell. And Dara Gilligan will take the puck out. 8 points in it again. Loughrea have started the second half fairly well, with Neil Keary pointing that one. And that's point number 7, I think, for Neil Keary in this particular game. It's his second free of the half, or his second score of the half, and the ball is won again by Ian Hanrahan. Flicks the ball forward towards Darren Shaughnessy, lays it off towards Jamie Ryan, and Jamie Ryan uses his pace to get onto this ball. That's the Loughrea version. Jamie Ryan going through. Jamie Ryan high. Jamie Ryan between the posts. It's over the bar, and Jamie Ryan's 4th score of the day. And Loughrea stretching it again. Micheál out to a 9-point lead, 1:18 to 1:9, and they've started the second half impressively.
Yeah, they've started in the same fashion they started the first one, Niall, and another great score by Jamie Ryan. He anticipated the break of the ball, waited, and then took in full flight, took it, and came out to the right and took a great score.
John Graney comes away from the centre half, or James Graney, I should say, comes away from the centre half back position. The ball goes inside to Dean Callan. Is this a goal chance? He's got Adrian Prendergast inside. He's going to go for shot himself. It's in the net. Dean Callan is the man who puts it in the net. He's got a goal and a point now for Craughwell. And they're back in business, Micheál, again. 1:18 to 2:9. Good score by Dean Callan.
Yeah, in fairness, he finished it well. Paul Hooban slipped, and he just gave him the extra second to compose himself, and he finished it really well.
Yeah, a good score by Dean Callan. It's 1:18 now to 2:9. The Loughrea man, Paul Hooban, has gone down Is it an injury or is it a manufactured injury, so to speak, Micheál, do you think?
I don't know. In fairness to him, he slipped, so maybe he did pull some when he slipped, but you can't rule out being the old dog either.
Yeah, a bit of experience there as well. 21 points to 15. Manager speak here beside us, showing his experience on the line. But anyway, it's Neil Chiara, it's Paul Hooban that's down. But the goal by Dean Canlon, it brings life into Craughwell again, Micheál.
Yeah, it does. And look, it just gives them that lifeline, doesn't it? Because the way the breeze is, and if they can get a few scores, but it doesn't matter what level or what grade you're playing, you have a free taker, especially of the calibre of Neil Carey, like he hasn't missed anywhere. Tom Monaghan isn't they really miss Niall Healy on a day like today because the free taker is huge. They've missed 3 or 4, which would have brought them right back into the game where 10 minutes into the game they were 13 points down and we all thought it was game over at that stage, but in fairness to them, they fought right back into it and they're still in it now.
They're still in it, I suppose. From their own perspective though, they'll probably be disappointed in one sense that Tom Monaghan has got 8 points from frees. That means they've got 2 goals plus a point from play. Probably need a more spread of scores.
Yeah, there is, but look, they still got them and there's still 20 minutes to go, so they're right in it. Yeah,
Ian Hanrahan tries to come away with the ball for Loughrea. He's under pressure there. He loses possession and Ryan Howley comes away with it. Ryan Howley gets rid of that ball quickly out to Tom Monaghan. And Monaghan has looked to be further free, gives the free to Loughrea for Tom Monaghan jumping into the tackle, I suppose, in one sense. But if you were a Craughwell man, you wouldn't be happy with that decision. If you were a Loughrea man, you'd be delighted with it, Micheál.
Yeah, I don't know. It was for me anyway, it looked like we haven't the advantage of seeing the replay on it, but look, we'll give John Kane the benefit. He was right there in front of it. Maybe he judged that he jumped into it.
He jumped into the tackle probably.
It's hard to see it.
Yeah, but the referee has decided it's a Loughrea free. And I think it's at Niall Healy that's out remonstrating with John Kane there. It's not Niall Healy either, sure it's not. But anyway, it's a free. It's a free to Neil Carey. And Neil Carey will take the free for his side. He's against the wind. Big wind advantage here, favouring Craughwell in the second half. Loughrea had it, of course, in that first half. And Neil Carey is taking his time with this. We have 10 minutes gone in the second half. 1 goal and 18 points for Loughrea. 2 goals and 9 points for Craughwell. That means it's 21 points to 15 as Neil Carey stands over the free. They answered the goal from Craughwell in the first half with a score straight away. Is this a chance for them to score again? Here comes Neil Carey with this free for his side. He's taking his time, no doubt taking it. Jamie Ryan or Darren Shaughnessy or Dylan Shaughnessy just telling Gerard O'Halloran to push back a bit. But Neil Carey takes the free. He goes high in towards the goals. Is it going to come in? It is going to come in. That's a good score by Neil Carey. He hasn't missed a free as of yet in this game. He puts it between the posts. Good score by Neil Carey. 1 goal and 19 points now to 2 goals and 9. And Micheál, he dissected the post beautifully.
No, he did. And in fairness, like even in the first half, he's judging the wind to perfection. He's using the wind to get it to curl in, both with and against it, and a very accomplished free taker.
Tiernan Lean gets the ball down the field, and it's Stephen Hines or Stephen O'Halloran's out in front of his man. It's eventually picked up by Patrick Monaghan. Patrick Monaghan taking on his man. Patrick Monaghan tries to go past his man. There's 2 Loughrea men there. He plays the ball back to his brother. That's Tom Monaghan. Tom Monaghan is on the ball now. He slips, gets the ball out to the far side of the field, and it's Thomas Hines who's blocked down, and the ball breaks through to Adrian Prendergast, gets put a touch by the Loughrea man there. Eventually repels the situation. Loughrea come on the attack again, but Tiernan Lean is on the ball. Tiernan Lean, wearing number 4 for Craughwell, looks upfield, picks out his runner there. That's Stephen O'Halloran. O'Halloran going for a score. They look at it, but it's going to go wide, and he'll be disappointed with that one. So he will. That's Stephen Halloran. It's 119 to 2-9. That's wide number 6 now for Craughwell. Loughrea have struck 5 wides in this half, or this game, I should say. Gerard Loughnane, or Garage Loughnane, I should say, will take the puck out. Loughnane goes to the far side of the field, and he picks out Johnny Cohn there on the far side of the field. A good pick out by Loughnane out towards Johnny Cohn. Johnny Cohn comes inside his man. He's got a goal in the point. Sprays the ball across to Dylan Shaughnessy. Dylan Shaughnessy looks upfield, looking for Martin McManus. McManus got 4 points in the first half. He's out in front of his man. McManus is on the ball. McManus hand passed the ball back to Joseph Mooney. Mooney got the first score of the half for Loughrea. He looks for point number 2, but this one goes wide as well, as we see Shane Dolan might be about to see action for Craughwell. Dolan, a very experienced campaigner for the Craughwell side. Dara Gilligan will take the puck out for the Craughwell side, who got to the semi-finals of the championship last year. A long high ball again. It's broken into the path of Jamie Ryan. Jamie Ryan has a man going through the middle, but he's hooked there, and Jamie Ryan tries to go down the ball under pressure. He comes inside his man again, does well to get the ball back to Tom Monaghan. Monaghan looks from out the field. Monaghan high, and Monaghan over the bar. That's point number 9 for Tom Monaghan. It's his first from play. 119 to 210. 22 points to 16. Good score by Tom Monaghan.
Yeah, great score, and Jamie Ryan worked really hard again. You can see the Loughrea players just all diving, following the ball, and he showed all his experience. Seeing Tom on coming off his shoulder, and he took a great score.
Garage Loughnan will take the puck out, and Garage Loughnan goes to this side of the field. And up they go forward. Who's going to win it? It's going to break off towards Jamie Ryan. Jamie Ryan is on the ball. Jamie Ryan makes space for himself. Looks across the field. He's got Sean Sweeney across the field. Sean Sweeney drops the ball out of his hand though. Tries to come inside his man. He just gets on the ball at the second attempt. Hand passes the ball back to Jamie Ryan. And from the 65-metre line, he's half blocked down. And that ball goes in towards Martin McManus. McManus out in front of his man though. But good defending by the Craughwell man there. But great play by McManus as well. He goes for a score. And this one goes wide. Of course, his father was part of the great Clonagale team from Roscommon many years ago. As that ball is poked out by Dara Gilligan out towards Jamie Ryan, the Craughwell Jamie Ryan. He goes long with that one now. In towards Adrian Prendergast. Prendergast puts up the hand. It just breaks out of his hand just as he's about to get away. And Tiernan Killeen goes back wearing number 12, playing in a deep lining role there. Gets the ball out to McManus. McManus is under pressure over on the far side of the field by Thomas Hines. He gets the ball back to Killeen again. Killeen from a standing position runs forward. Gets the ball off to Dylan Shaughnessy. Dylan Shaughnessy looks for his brother. His brother is Darren Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy's out in front of his man. Is that ball going to beat all comers? It's not, because it's going to be picked up by Mark Monaghan. Mark Monaghan comes away from Shaughnessy. Mark Monaghan comes out now from the corner back position, gets the ball across the field to Tiernan Lean. Tiernan Lean gets the ball out to Graney in the middle of the field, the man wearing number 8, that's John Graney. And John Graney goes long again looking for Prendergast. This time he has it in his hand. He takes on his man. He's got inside to Dean Callan. He's the advantage. The ball is in the up back of the net. And the Craughwell men are incensed there, Micheál, because in fairness, Adrian Prendergast laid the pass off to Dean Callan. He puts the ball in the back of the net. He's given the free in, and the advantage wasn't played on that occasion.
No, the advantage was there. John Kane's problem was he was 50 yards behind the play. You know what I mean? And then he gave the free, not knowing that it was going from when the foul was committed, the hand pass was totally legit within 5 seconds. But because he was behind the play, and it's cost Craughwell a big score and goal opportunity. It's cost
Craughwell a big score, is right. We're 6 points between them. That would have been back to 3 points ball game, but Tom Monaghan will stand over the free now. I'm sure he'll tap this one over the bar, but a let off for Loughrea there, Micheál.
No, totally, but they can feel really hard done by.
Here is the free in, and it's Tom Monaghan who's going to take the free in. And Tom Monaghan, is he going to stand back and go for a goal, or will he put this one between the posts? He's been in top form. He's already got 9 points so far, 8 frees and 1 from play. Tom Monaghan from the 20-metre line. Will he go low, or will he go for a goal? It's saved. He goes for the goal, breaks out to Dean Cannon. Cannon is on the ball. He has the ball in his hands. It's a penalty. It's a penalty.
2 wrongs.
And probably a very handy penalty, we'll say there, Micheál, for Dean Cannon. And maybe John Kane realised that he made the mistake in the first place.
Yeah.
He gives the penalty, and I suppose initially, if you were from a Craughwell vantage point, the goal wasn't given, you'd have been very unhappy.
Yeah.
Then from a Loughrea perspective, the 20-metre free was saved, and lucky penalty now, in fairness to Dean Cannon.
Yeah, no, it was, and Tom Monaghan didn't hit it great either, so it'll be interesting to see will he take it again.
Yeah, Shane Dolan is coming into the Craughwell attack. He'll add a lot of pace, you would think, to that attack. But here's the penalty to Craughwell, and Tom Monaghan will take it. 119 for Loughrea, that's 22 points. 16 points for Craughwell, 2 goals and 10 points. We have 14 minutes of normal time to go here. Tom Monaghan, this time from the free, the 20-metre line from the penalty, will lift, bend and strike into the goals. It's saved by the goalkeeper, Garage Loughnan. I think he made a very important one last year as well against Sarsfields. This one is saved as well, and probably a good height for him, but he dived full length to save it.
Good height, but he's still connected really well with it, so I have to give all the credit to him. It was a brilliant save. It's
a 65-metre free, and it'll be no doubt taken by Tom Monaghan, who'll come out to take it, will he? But the linesman Kirill Wade has seen something over there as well. He's gone in speaking to the referee. That's John Kane, and I think I'm not quite sure what happened there, but it's a 65-metre free, so the penalty for Craughwell saved by the goalkeeper Garage Loughnan, and it's a 65-metre free as Tom Monaghan is looking for a ball. The sub that came in, Shane Dolan, by the way, he has come in place of Stephen O'Halloran. We have 13 minutes to play here, still 6 points between them. A lot of activity without a score there in the last couple of minutes. As Tom Monaghan will take the free. We have 2 Schlitters on the field, as Monaghan looks to score his 10th point of the day. Tom Monaghan, here he comes with this one. Tom Monaghan, does he make any mistake with this one? I don't think he does, because he puts it between the posts. We're down to 5 points, and at least Craughwell Micheál got a score out of the play, if you want to call it, eventually, and Tom Monaghan puts it between the posts from the 65.
Yeah, but they could still end up ruining it, but yeah, you're right, they get a score out of it, and it's still right there.
5 points between them all of a sudden. 2-11 for Craughwell, 119 for Loughrea. Ball is pucked to this side of the field as Neil Keary tries to pick it up under pressure over there, and eventually it's Ryan Howley who tries to get down for Craughwell. He pulls wild, and that's going to be a free. And Ryan Howley, has he been booked already? I think Ryan Howley has been booked already. He could be in a bit of bother here, Micheál. for that. It could be a second yellow card.
Yeah, he did. It was fairly reckless. There was two of them now. It was just one-handed. I don't think it was...
Well, maybe the fact that he's a yellow card got already, I think that's the one that's going to come against him. It's a second yellow card for Ryan Howley. He's off, and Craughwell down to 14 men here, and I suppose disappointment for Ryan Howley. The ball, I suppose it was there. There was an anticipation.
Just gone away
from him. He just pulled, connected with the Loughrea man. His second yellow card. He's off. They're down to 14.
Yeah, and that's going to be hard because just give Loughrea... probably Sean Sweeney will drop in again now. You can see straight away he'll go back in as a sweeper, and it just gives them a better structure at the back.
Yeah, there are 5 points between them. Loughrea 119, Craughwell 2 goals and 11 points with 11 minutes to go here. As we see Gavin Keary giving some advice to the Loughrea man there. That's Joseph Mooney, and the Loughrea man that's injured, Brian Keary, he's okay. It's his brother Neil is standing over the free. A chance here possibly for Neil Keary to stretch the lead again, but this is a difficult free. Nothing easy about this one as he gets ready to take the free for his side. Neil Keary has been in good form so far as he stands over this free for the men of Loughrea. They have a sub on. Ian Hanrahan, I think, is the man that's gone off injured for Loughrea.
21 is on there.
21 on for Loughrea. And number 21. As Neil Keary stands over the free. It's a beautiful strike by Neil Keary. He puts it between the posts. Anthony Burns is on, and no doubt Burns will go into the forward line for Loughrea as Neil Keary puts that over the bar. Good score, and he's been really prolific, in fairness, Micheál, with the frees today.
Yeah, no, he's been brilliant at them, and I have to give him huge credit. He's been around for so long, but he's quality.
Yeah, the ball is the far side of the field is flicked by Sean Sweeney across the field towards Dylan Shaughnessy. Dylan Shaughnessy gets it back to Brian Keary. Brian Keary looks towards Joseph Mooney, goes over his head towards the sub that came on there, and it's going to be picked up by James Graney, or John Graney, number 6. He puts it high. He's put it wide. He'll be disappointed with that one, so he will. That's another wide. 2:11 for Craughwell, 1:20 for Loughrea. 10 minutes of normal time to go. Of course, Craughwell now down to 14 following the dismissal of Ryan Howley. Garage Lucknan goes short. He's timed out to go short. Eventually picks the ball across the field towards to Sean Sweeney. Sean Sweeney looks upfield and sees Jamie Ryan out in front of his man. Jamie Ryan out in front of Tiernan Lane. The ball goes off. Jamie Ryan goes out over the line. And it's a line ball to Craughwell on this side of the field. And this will be taken by Tiernan Lane. Of course, the second game of our streaming today will be the Senior A clash as well in the other group. That's between Turlockmore and Clarenbridge, 2 teams, of course, who won their opening round games, and the ball is won by Loughrea again. Sean Sweeney gets the ball out towards Shane Morgan. Morgan goes forward with it and gets the ball off towards Joseph Mooney. Joseph Mooney gets the ball back to Brian Keary. Brian Keary looks upfield and finds Darren Shaughnessy out in space. Good touch by Darren Shaughnessy. He's got a runner. That's the brother, Dylan, and Dylan is going through the heart of the defence. Dylan Shaughnessy right across the field to Jamie Ryan. This is the goal scoring chance. Jamie Ryan shot. He's put it wide though. He'll be disappointed with that, but they carved open the Craughwell defence, Micheál. Poor miss in the end by Jamie Ryan, but the Shaughnessy brothers combined well there to set up Ryan for that goal chance.
Yeah, they did. It was worked brilliantly, and they used the ball to perfection, and Jamie made a great run with just a poor finish.
Tiernan Killeen wins the ball, gets it off towards Joseph Mooney. Joseph Mooney gets the ball back to Killeen again. Killeen goes for a score from out the sideline. Tiernan Killeen high, and Tiernan Killeen puts it between the posts, and Craughwell men not happy with something that happened over the far side of the field because Tom Monaghan is down injured. I didn't see it myself, but Carol Wade, the linesman, has gone in as well to John Kane. It was interesting to see what had happened here, Micheál, as Tiernan Killeen scored a really good point there for Loughrea.
Yeah, I didn't see it now, Niall. Tom Mon is down. You can see Craughwell mentors remonstrating with them to say maybe that there was a swing back, so I don't know.
Yeah, we didn't see it from our vantage point. Tom Monaghan is the man that's injured. But Tiernan Killeen put the ball over the bar. Loughrea 121, that's 24. Craughwell 211, 17. They've stretched out to a 7-point lead again. Tom Monaghan, who's been pivotal for Craughwell in last year's championship and for Galway this year, and of course in this year's championship as well. He was a standout performer in Craughwell's victory over Kilkenarn last time out, and he's already got 10 points today. Shane Cusick telling the Loughrea full forward line, Micheál, to stay in there, okay, to hold their shape as we come into the closing stages of this game.
Yeah, I'm watching Jamie Ryan and Johnny, or Jamie Ryan's trying to give instructions inside and Johnny's trying to stop him.
Yeah.
But in fairness, you have to give huge credit to Loughrea. Like scoring 121 in 40 odd minutes is great shooting, and some of their play is really, really good.
And I suppose at the start, Micheál, they laid down a marker early on. They had the first 10.
Yeah.
They had no wide. They had 1-9 to a point, I think, up at one stage without a wide, which was serious shooting inside the opening 10 minutes.
Yeah, and look, and right now they just need to keep the scoreboard ticking, and they're looking really lively up top, and they're a well-balanced team, aren't they?
Yeah, they sure are, and a lot of experience, a lot of youth out there as well for Loughrea, so they have a good blend, as Tom Monaghan seems to be okay over on the far side of the field, but is the referee looking for someone? I don't think he is. I think he's just going to say puck out. Or is he coming across the field looking for a Loughrea player here, Micheál? I think he might be. No, he's not. He's play on. The ball is pucked out this side of the field. It goes over the heads of a number of players. Picked up by Sean Sweeney. Sean Sweeney goes long in towards Martin McManus, but it's picked up by the Loughrea or the Craughwell man. That's Mark Monaghan wearing number 7. Mark Monaghan, hold on to the long ball too long. Referee says play on. Plays it across the field to Tiernan Ling. Tiernan Ling does well to spray the ball across the field looking for Patrick Monaghan. Patrick Monaghan and Brian Keary battling for possession there, and eventually it's picked up by Dean Callan, who got the goal for Craughwell there a couple of moments ago. Dean Callan tries to take on his man. Dean Callan has got a goal and a point. He takes on his man. He goes past 2 men. He's still going forward. Dean Callan. Dean Callan has got Shane Dolan outside him, and Shane Dolan just drops the ball at the most unopportune time, and it's going to be picked up by the Loughrea man, and eventually Loughrea do come away with the ball. As Anthony Burns gets the ball off towards another sub. That's Dylan Shaughnessy across the field looking for Joseph Mooney. Mooney tries to take the ball on, but eventually he's repelled, and away they come with it, and it's Shane Dolan as Craughwell about to bring on another sub wearing number 3 Mark Horton. We're about to see action for Craughwell as well. They clear the ball down the field, and it's missed by Sean Sweeney, but eventually he gets away with that one, and he flicks the ball back towards Paul Hoopin. He goes down on the ball himself though, and Sean Sweeney gets the ball across the field, and eventually the Loughrea men come away with the ball with the cornerback. That's Shane Morgan. Shane Morgan goes long with that ball in towards Jamie Ryan. Jamie Ryan and Tiernan Ling battling for possession, and Tiernan Ling comes away with the ball, and there's another Craughwell man after hitting the deck, and eventually it's picked up by Tom Monaghan in the middle of the field, and Tom Monaghan comes away with the ball. Tom Monaghan sprays the ball across the field looking for his brother Patrick Monaghan. He's under pressure over there from Brian Keary, and Patrick Monaghan does well to go down the ball. It'll be an advantage, I think, to Craughwell, but there's a Craughwell man down injured, Micheál. I didn't see what happened there, but just as that ball was flicked away, I think it's not quite sure who's gone down injured, but there's definitely a Craughwell man down, Micheál.
Yeah, I think maybe he just came in on the blind side and got it. I don't think there was anything malicious or intentional in it. Mark
Horan is coming on, another experienced campaigner for the men of Craughwell.
Number 7.
And it's Mark Monaghan is the man that's down injured, okay, as Patrick Monaghan is about to be taken off the Craughwell side. So 3 Monaghan brothers playing today for Craughwell. Mark Horan is in, and man who had a good bit of experience, you would think, to the Craughwell men, as Loughrea about to bring on a sub as well. Tom Hooman is about to see action. It's an indirect free, I think, to Craughwell. They had possession of the ball, so it should be an indirect free. I think it's Tom Monaghan over there who's about to take it. And what will he do here? Tom Monaghan goes across the field looking for Dean Canlon. Canlon tries to get the head of Kieran Hanrahan. Canlon tries to win it. He does win it well. He tries to take on his man. He tries to go past his man. He's surely fouled there. He is fouled there. And that's going to be a free. And a chance here for Tom Monaghan to reduce the deficit to 6 points. 121 to 211. We have 4 minutes to play here. It'll take a big effort, Micheál, from Craughwell, obviously, to take something from this game. But I suppose they're probably encouraged in the sense that they got back to 6 points. They probably had a free that wasn't given for the goal that was disallowed, really would have brought them back to 3 points, considering they had got a terrible start to this game.
Yeah, they had the opportunities, as you said, after a really poor start. 10 minutes on the board. Loughrea had 10 points on the board, so you know they'll take the positives out of it, but obviously the disappointment of not starting well and taking the opportunities that were presented to them.
Yeah, Tom Monaghan puts the free over the bar. Joseph Mooney has gone off the Loughrea team. Of course, he was part of the Galway panel in 2018, I believe, as well. He's now playing for Mayo, and played well for them this year as Paul Hoopin wins the ball. And Paul Hoopin goes long in towards Jamie Ryan. Jamie Ryan is out in front of his man. Jamie Ryan tries to take on his man, but loses possession, and the ball goes out over the line. 11 points now for Tom Monaghan, out of 2 goals and 12 points. And of course, Dean Callan has got a goal and a point. Jamie Ryan got their goal before half time as well. So the spread of scores from Craughwell is probably limited in the sense that they're without the likes of Niall Healy as well today. We've mentioned that. Be interesting to see whether he will be back in action for the next round. But it's a line ball over on the far side of the field. A line ball to Craughwell over there. And it'll be Adrian Prendergast who will take it over on the far side of the field. 2-12 for Craughwell, that's 18 points. But it's 121 for Loughrea, that's 24 points with 3 minutes of normal time left. There's a Loughrea man down injured. Brian Keary is the man that's down injured for Loughrea, as the medics go out, led by Dr. John Kilrain there, as the sideline to Craughwell will be taken over on the far side of the field. The start for Loughrea, crucial in this particular game, and they started really impressively with that wind. And in fairness, Micheál, they're a serious outfit. Obviously, they beat Tommy Larkins by a point. Came late to beat them with a Jamie Ryan score.
Yeah.
They'll probably, you would think, win this game the way things are going at the moment. It could be 4 points on the board for them. So I'd say both sides came into this game knowing that a win would be give you 4 points, which would possibly, with 4 teams qualifying from the group, you would think that probably be enough. A second win to nearly get you through.
Yeah, look, they've done really well, and in fairness, you know, they were so dominant early on in the game, and there was such a margin between the two teams. It's hard to sustain that level right through. Do you know what I mean? And they've done really well, and you know, we've mentioned already, they're a really well balanced team, great mix of youth and experience, and all well able to hurl.
Brian Keary has come off the team for Loughrea. As that ball goes in towards the goal, just battered out. And the man who's come on is Ian Griffin, of course. He played last week in their last game against Tommy Larkins. As that ball has been won by the Loughrea man over on the far side of the field. Shane Morgan tries to come away from the Craughwell man over there, gets it back to Paul Hooban, who steps one way, then steps the other way, and then launches the ball down the field, looking for Tom Hooban. Tom Hooban tries to flick the ball forward there, and he does enough to get the ball through to Jamie Ryan. Beautiful turn by Jamie Ryan to try and get away from his man. He's just had been fouled, and brilliantly picked up by Jamie Ryan as well. He had it in his hand pretty quickly, Micheál, and a free in here and a chance to go 7 to the good, the men of Loughrea. Yeah,
it was a brilliant first touch, in fairness to him, like coming at pace, one-handed, got it in and tried to swivel all in one movement, and was taken out of it and a free in.
There's 29 minutes played. There's 6 to go because, Micheál, there's going to be 5 minutes additional time, so still plenty of time here.
Yeah, there is, but look, Loughrea, you know, they're showing their bit of experience as well now. They're just, you know, they're keeping the scoreboard ticking. Yeah. You'd expect now Neil Carey now to tap this one over and just extend that lead again.
Neil Carey will take the free, and Neil Carey will look to extend that lead. He's been deadly accurate for Loughrea in this particular game, has Neil Carey. He lifts, he bends, he strikes the shit. They're in towards the goals. He's put it high, he's put it between the posts again. He's missing absolutely nothing today, and I suppose the value of free takers in all games, Micheál, we can see Neil Carey lethal so far today.
Yeah, no, he's been brilliant, and as I said, he's judged the win perfectly on every single one of them.
That's a foul on the Craughwell man. That's Mark Monaghan. And the ball just kicked away from Anthony Burns there. I think it's 10 scores that Neil Carey has got from play and from the place ball. And that the ball has been brought forward, 212 to 122. And of course, there's it's 25 points to 18. Scoring averages could be important in this game as well. So would it be Tom Monaghan? Would he tap this over the bar to bring it back to a 6-point ball game?
Yeah, I'd say he will. I'd say he'll try anyway.
Tom Monaghan. 11 points he scored. Tom Monaghan high, he puts it over the bar. That's point number 12 for Tom Monaghan. He'll be happy with that one. 2 goals and 13 points now to 1 goal and 22. Still 6 points between the teams. We still have about 5 minutes to play here because there will be 5 minutes additional time that's been added on by referee John Kane. The puck out goes to the far side of the field. Garage Lucknan looks for Paul Hooban. Paul Hooban solos forward to the 45-metre line, and Paul Hooban looks upfield, and Paul Hooban drives that long in towards Martin McManus. He's out in front of his man again, but it's flicked away by John Graney, and the ball is going out over the line. Is he going to keep it in play? He just about keeps it in play. That's the man wearing number 8. I think it's John Graney who clears the ball down the field, but Tiernan Killeen is back there, and Tiernan Killeen is under pressure from Tom Monaghan. He's lost possession though. It's picked up by Adrian Prendergast. Prendergast loses possession though, and eventually Kieran Hanrahan goes back there. Tiernan Killeen is also there, and the ball breaks to Paul Hooban, who's been a lot of ball for Loughrea, and Paul Hooban gets the ball out towards Tom Hooban. Tom Hooban, his brother, looks across the field to Sean Sweeney, and Sean Sweeney is on the ball. Sean Sweeney is blocked down. His attempted clearance is blocked by Tom Monaghan. It's picked up by Adrian Prendergast. That's going to be a free in. We're back to a 5-point ball game if this goes over the bar, Micheál.
Yeah, look, they're still working really hard, in fairness. You know, they're doing everything to stay in the game. He'll tap it on again. There's still 4 minutes to go.
Tom Monaghan is quick to get on with the action here. There's a cramp issue for one of the Loughrea players over there. He seems to be okay, and it's going to be free to Tom Monaghan. Tom Monaghan, the ace marksman so far. 12 points he's got for his side, a chance for a number 13. And here comes Tom Monaghan with this free, chance to bring it back to a 5-point ball game. 31.5 minutes gone here. As Tom Monaghan takes that free, he puts it high, he puts it over the bar. And while Loughrea have been the better side, Micheál, the penalty was missed, and of course you also had the goal that was disallowed previous to that.
Yeah, they will rue the opportunities and a few frees as well, coupled with the really bad start that they've had, you know, but they'll take positives on it. But look, at the end of the day, Niall, it's about getting the win and the 2 points, and if it stays the way it is, Loughrea will go away really happy.
Yeah, they sure will. For Loughrea, of course, they'll take on Gort in their 3rd round game. Craughwell will take on Capitagal in their 3rd round game. As that ball goes up the field, it comes off Sean Sweeney, goes out over the line, and it's a line ball to Loughrea, or to Craughwell on this side of the field. 2:14 they've scored, 1:22 have Loughrea scored. 32 minutes played here. We have 3 minutes still to go in this particular game. As Micheál's fan club just passed me by there.
The boys are going to Ballymac tonight of all the fresh fades.
Ballymac is very important, okay. And as that ball goes wide, many of our listeners might know what Ballymac is. But anyway, that ball goes wide over on the far side of the field. As the goalkeeper, Garage Loughrea, will get ready to take the puck out. 2 minutes of normal time to go as Loughrea takes this puck out, or the extra time to go, plays the ball across the field to Paul Hooban. Paul Hooban goes long with this one, and Paul Hooban goes long, as I said, and it goes right into that full forward line. Who's going to win it? It's going to break into the path of Darren Shaughnessy. It's not. It's picked up by Graney down there again. He tries to get the ball out towards the middle field to Shane Dolan. Shane Dolan just flicks the ball away from the Loughrea man there. That's Dylan Shaughnessy. Shane Dolan soloing forward. He's on the 65-metre line. He's still going forward on the 45-metre line. Shane Dolan high. Shane Dolan puts it between the posts. We're back to a 4-point ball game. It's 2 goals and 15 points now to 1 goal and 22 points. Still 2 minutes to go here. And Craughwell still in this particular game. If they can win the next puck out, Miel, and get a score, they could put doubts into that mind of the Loughrea.
Yeah, it is just all about getting possession now and trying to create some out of it.
Here comes Garage Loughrea with the puck out. He goes to this side of the field again. 33 minutes and 25 seconds play. The ball breaks into the path of Tom Hooban. He's a big, powerful man. Tom tries to play the ball forward. He hand passes to himself. He's just fouled it. Now, I actually don't think he actually fouled the ball, Michal. He hand passed the ball back and it hit the ground, and he was trying to pick it up again.
He just, I don't know whether he definitely didn't catch it. It looked like he was going to hand pass it, and maybe John Kane, the judge, because he was going to catch it, that he caught it 3 times.
It's a free though to Craughwell, and this is a chance to bring it back to a 3-point ball game with a minute of the additional time to go. It's Tom Monaghan standing over the free. Tom Monaghan, who's got 13 points, I think, so far in this game. A chance for his 14th score there. This is an important free with a minute to go in the additional time. Tom Monaghan takes the free. He's driving it high in towards the goals. He's got the distance. He's also got the accuracy. We're back to a 3-point ball game. Craughwell 2-16. Loughrea 1-22. This puck out is crucial with 40 seconds to go as the Loughrea goalkeeper, Garage Loughrea, will take the puck out for his side. Garage Loughrea is taking his time with this puck out as he goes short to Paul Hooban. Paul Hooban, of course, gets the ball. Loughrea playing with 15 as opposed to 14 now for Craughwell. Hooban looks for Anthony Burns back there. Good touch by Anthony Burns. He's under pressure there. He loses possession. He's fouled up, and that's going to be a free. And in fairness to Loughrea, they worked that well out to Paul Hooban. Paul Hooban picked out Anthony Burns, and this is a chance to finish the game. And Neil Keary will stride over to take it. The 5 minutes have almost been played here, but 13 points were between them at one stage. It's back to a 3-point ball game, and while the men of Craughwell will maybe disappoint if they don't get anything from this, in the sense that, Michal, they have come back into it, and they were in a perilous position early on in the game when they were so far down, but they've battled back into this game well.
Yeah, they will. They'll take a lot of positives out of it, Niall, but look, they still go away with nothing, do you know what I mean? And no, the bad start cost them, but you can see Paul Hooban's all his experience there. He got all the other defenders. He knew that the extra man got all the other defenders to hug the line, took the short puck out, worked it up the field, and got another score from Neil Keary, and if he gets this, it's a two-score game.
He's put it wide. He's put it wide. His first wide of the day. Will John Kane give Craughwell one last chance? The 5 minutes have been played. The puck out has come from Dara Gilligan. Gilligan goes long with that. We're down to 3 points between them. This is a vital puck out. Who's going to win it? It's won by Loughrea over there. Tom Hooban is on the ball. Tom Hooban has added physical presence to that Loughrea half-forward line. Gets the ball back to Paul Hooban. Paul Hooban out to Dylan Shaughnessy. He loses possession. It's picked up by Shane Dolan. Shane Dolan is on the ball for Craughwell. Shane Dolan tries to lay the ball off. He does lay the ball off to Tom Monaghan, who's under serious pressure there. Tom Monaghan is on the ball. Tom Monaghan is under pressure. As I said, he plays the ball across the field. It's picked up by Mark Horton. Horton takes on his man. 3 points between them. There's one last chance here for Craughwell, is there? The Horton hits the deck, and with that, the good referee John Kane has blown the full-time whistle. 36 minutes have been played. Loughrea have won it by 3 points in the end. 122 to 216. Michal, your summation of that game, Loughrea the better team, but good battling quality shown by Craughwell in the end.
Yeah, look, ultimately Loughrea will be delighted to go away with the 2 points. Niall, they started really well, put themselves in a great position, going 13 points up. Craughwell showed great character to come right back into the game, to reduce the deficit to 3 at full time. Will go away knowing they had opportunities, and easy opportunities to that might have seen them out. Loughrea, I said the most important thing is to go away with the 2 points. They'll be disappointed with some aspects of the performance that they let Craughwell back into it, but ultimately they go away now and they have 4 points on the board. Yeah,
they have 4 points on the board. Craughwell have 2 points on the board, but both sides well in contention in the Senior A Championship. 3 points between them in the end. It's Loughrea have won it. 1 goal and 22 points for Loughrea, 2 goals and 16 points for Craughwell. And of course the second game will be throwing in at 6:45 here. The Turlockmore men are out on the pitch already. They mean business. They're out on the field already before these two teams leave. They're taking on Clarenbridge in the second game at 6:45. But it's a win for Loughrea. They have 4 points on the board from their 2 games. Craughwell have 2 points from their 2 games. It's still all to play for in the Senior A Championship, and we'll be back with live coverage of the second game coming up at 6:45. But from me, Niall Canavan, and from Micheál Donoghue, it's a win for Loughrea in the first game, 122 to 216.